So we did a 100,000 mile durability test with no lubrication.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem until it's a problem.
Best money you could ever spend on an RV is to weigh it. The second best money that you could ever spend on a travel trailer fifth wheel.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Cheri.
And we're EnjoyTheJourney.Life. On our first RV, we actually had these start to stretch.
Okay.
You know,
Yep.
They didn't break.
They were wallowing out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So those bushings in here, those plastic bushings go bad very early on. They wear out, and then you're actually going to see wear and tear. I actually have a demo over here that shows that. So on here we can see, and here too, you can see that these holes are wallered out. So that's what happens when those bushings give out, which is fine because the bolt covers it up just like this, so you wouldn't see it. It's not a problem. It's not a problem until it's a problem.
Right.
Then you understand why the Moride shackles are so much better. So we're going to look at the difference in thicknesses there. So it's twice as thick. Again, we're doing away with the plastic bushings that go in between. We've got these bronze bushings that go in between there. You won't wear these out.
Hey everyone, this is Jack, the sales and marketing manager here at Moride. Thanks for having me out here, Jack, and wow, you're blowing my mind with all of these amazing products that you guys have.
RVing is about two things. It's about the journey, and then it's about the destination. With our suspension line, what we want to do is get you there and protect your house on wheels from damaging road shock from rough roads and make towing smoother. Once you're there, we want you to enjoy the camping experience as much as possible. Because if you can enjoy the RV, you're going to enjoy the RV lifestyle more. So the standard in the industry is 1/4 inch, and with plastic bushings, and then it's just a dry bolt. And what happens over time is that plastic bushing begins to wear and the hole begins to wallow out, but the customer never knows it because it's covered up like this.
Right.
And so it's no big deal because it's covered up and I can't see it and I can't see it, but the hole wallows out, the hole wallows out, the hole wallows out, and then when this happens, that's a problem.
Yes.
And they're down on the side of the road. So Moride has a kit that instead of a plastic bushing, we put a bronze bushing. Instead of a dry bolt, we put a greasable bolt. But the most important thing is the 1/2 inch bracket instead of the 1/4 inch bracket. And every now and then, we'll find that some of these aren't 0.25. We've had a few come in that are 0.19 or 0.20.
Okay.
And that's a big problem. That's why I was saying, let's measure some of these. When you're even smaller than 0.25, that's a problem. What we did with this is we said, okay, what happens if the customer never lubricates it? Because the plastic bushing that fits in here begins to wear. So this bronze, that's going to last a lot longer. But what if they never lubricated it? So we did a 100,000 mile durability test with no lubrication. And this absolutely wore, but you did not wallow out the whole of the 1/2 inch bracket. And so what we tell trailer owners, travel trailer fifth wheel, the best money you could ever spend on an RV is to weigh it. The second best money that you could ever spend on a travel trailer fifth wheel is going to a heavy duty shackle kit like this. And it's got a retail price point on a 2-axle trailer of like $130 in parts. And what you're seeing now is many manufacturers are doing this standard from the factory because it's just a great, great upgrade. So this is one of the best things that consumers can do. And that way you can avoid this type of problem and holes wallowing out and the whole bit.
So it'd be one of the first things any RVer should check.
On a travel trailer fifth wheel. Now, if you owned a travel trailer fifth wheel and you said, okay, I'm going to tow it once to a destination and I'm never going to move it again, okay, that's a little different. But if you're going to tow any type of mileage over the course of a year, it's a really good idea. The plastic bushings will eventually wear. Now, it might be a year, it might be 2 years, it might be 3, sometimes it's 6 months, you just never know. But this is a great upgrade, but the real value comes in the 1/2 inch bracket instead of the 1/4 inch bracket. And so it's just a great upgrade. It's kind of like that prevention thing. It's a good thing to prevent a potential problem for really not a lot of money. And we tell RV owners the perfect time to do it is when you're having your bearings packed because you're jacking up the unit. You're winterizing the unit. You're getting it out in the spring. if you're going to a service shop or dealer, they're already jacking it up. What a great time to do this type of upgrade.
So you're saying best upgrade for less than what, $150?
You're less than, your retail price on a two axle trailer is $130. Labor is going to be 3 to 4 hours, 5 hours. Many people do it themselves, and then some people obviously need to have a shop do it. You have to get the load off the suspension systems. You got to jack it up. But if you can jack it up for $130 and several hours of work, you really have done yourself a big favor in just protecting your trailer from damaging road shop.
I think that would be kind of an unusual upgrade for a lot of people. Just wouldn't even think about that, right?
As of a few years ago, yes. But we go to a lot of shows and rallies, and then the power of social media, the power of forums, the word is getting out there. And so things like the heavy-duty shackle kits, I think last year we sold over 10,000 in the aftermarket. And as I mentioned, a lot of OEMs are making it standard from the factory. The other product, this one right here, the X-Brace or the X-Factor crossmember, that is gaining a lot of popularity because people have had a problem where their hangers, either the weld cracked or it bent. And it's like, uh-oh, I'm down the side of the road, or I go to the service shop and they say I can do it, but yeah, my mobile welder will be here a week from Tuesday. And so they're stuck. And so this came about because we had cameras and we saw that this hanger just moves a lot when you're going down the road. And it's attached to an I-beam frame and you're just wiggling back and forth. And if it snaps, you're down. So we came up with this adjustable cross member, and you can just see the difference of here versus here. We're just making it so much more solid. I think our engineers told us we reduced the lateral strain in the frame by 90% at each attachment point.
Okay, yeah, I've had one snap.
Yeah.
So
with this, now what are we doing is we're making the foundation of your house on wheels so much stronger. And you can do this on one spring hanger, you can do it on the rear, you can do it on the center, you can do it on the front, you can do it on all three. And somebody who's had a problem in the past, they're the ones who said, okay, I'm just going to put on all three of them. But you can just do one, start here or start in the center. And so you asked the question, is this one of those best kept secrets? People are becoming much more aware of it because of the power of social media. And today, more than ever, RVs are houses on wheels going over rough roads. And this is the foundation of the house that helps protect it and make it so much stronger for today's rough roads.